4. I am your co host, John, with my girlfriend Tammy here, and we have a special guest today, one of my best friends, Omid. Say hi to our audience, Omid.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday, and it's a pleasure and honor to be part of your podcast.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here too. And we're just gonna just kind of just play some Mario Kart and just kind of like just talk about what we've been up to lately. We wanted to like maybe get you up to speed on what's been going on because for the last few episodes we've been preparing for two conventions. Um, uh, um, the first one was MagWest, and we played the characters Ron Nasty and who's based on the Ruddles, and Tammy's played an original character named June Fang, who is a she's while she's a complete original um, for the strictly for exclusively for the shows. She is based on a relationship John Lennon had in the '70s when he was separated from Yoko Ono with a woman, their assistant May Pang, and people would call her a mistress, but that's like a misconception. Yep, and we're gonna start playing now.
Yes, we are playing the ultimate go-to multiplayer game on the Switch 2, Mario Kart World. So yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, you pick the level. So yeah, I mean, I think we'll start with MagWest first because that was the first convention we did earlier this month. It was Tammy's first convention, although we did do the anime. The three of us did the anime festival. We did the straw. We were the Straw Hat Pirates.
Mm-hmm. But
That
I would
was
say that's more like a festival more than a convention. So I'm not sure if that counts, but yeah, I had a fun time at the anime festival with you too.
yeah. No, it was great. And Tammy, how was your first experience in the anime festival compared to MagWest?
It was different, but overall, I still have a great first experience.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I mean, I think that was a great first experience for all three of us, even though I don't think we won. Like every convention we've been to, like thus far since Tammy's first outing, we haven't won any contest. But it's not always about winning. I mean,
It's about having fun. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I'm not even too worried about winning or losing this. I just don't want to get in a bad last place, obviously. But I think if I can get in the top five, I'll be all right. But yeah, no, I mean, so yeah, for those who don't know, the three of us attended, yeah, it's a Benicia Anime Festival. I think it was in April.
There
And
were a good amount of kids that were in the Benicia Anime Festival, so it's not like an anime convention itself where it's mainly adults. Like no, like this was pretty much we saw families there.
true, and I think there was like one other cosplayer who did, it was like Zorro, I think, who did.
Yeah, it was all.
Was it,
Yeah, it was a kid though.
yeah. But yeah, no, I think that, and then so for Tammy's first official convention at MagWest, which was in San Jose, yeah, I think because she came back she didn't attend until later in the day because she had to dog sit, so it was but still, I mean, I think for the time we had together, for the amount of time we spent there, we played a couple of we played some games, some Mario games. We did some Smash, and I got to play on the Virtual Boy, which was a lot of fun. And then yeah, then we did then we also did. I mean, it kind of it was then I was with a friend and his wife, and we played tabletop games. We played like something called Monster Destroyer, which has like a box art cover to similar to the classic NES, which was nice.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Tammy, you have the Thunderbolt. Why aren't you using it? Here you go.
I didn't know that.
It's okay. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we did the show. So yeah, we did the show. There was pretty good cosplayers there. Yeah, I don't know if only you play Boulder's Gate, but
I
Robbie.
I haven't, but it did win Game of the Year. Ball's Game pretty good.
Oh yeah, Robbie played Raphael, and there was a Major Armstrong guy was named Joe, and there, but I think the in both shows the probably the more, I don't want to say best because I'm not trying to have a bias here, but I'd say one of the more unique characters, because in CWF you don't have to do a pre-existing character, you can do a completely original character, but the character was named Shipper. I mean, if you watch the full show, you'll see, yeah, he like it's basically he likes to ship couples, he likes to do all these crazy puns. Oh wow, close race there.
Dude, you were right behind me,
I
man.
know, it's super close. If you press R hun, you can hit use weapons and
Okay.
L or R. I'll change the subject really quick. Had a chance to do Mario Paint yet?
I didn't, but it's not really a game that I would rush to play, even though I'm a huge Mario fan. I've heard Mario Paint is it one of the most well received? I don't think so, right?
Um, yeah, I mean, I think it has a following, for sure. I was showing some of my art from last night, which was, I drew some Power Rangers, and I drew
Really?
some. I tried my hand at the Red Ranger. I'm not a terrible drawer, but like I would not expect myself to enter any like fan art contests anytime soon. I like there's just like and that's kind of a good analogy with the CWF show. I just think there's people who've done this like long enough where because like I think I'm the only like I mean I'm sure there's other people who've never won like or even gone to the finals besides me, but at the same time, I haven't done this long enough to kind of really like perfect like my characters. I would say this. So I played the same character twice so far. I played Nasty twice,
Mm-hmm.
and and Tammy's played June twice. And out of the two, it's really hard to decipher what I think. I got more of a better crowd reaction the first time, but I think there was more of an effort. I put in more effort this time around. Like I brought props. Um, I made a joke about I parodied John Lennon's Walls and Bridges album where he put a bunch of glasses on his face, like to be silly. I've done that, and me and my brother growing because my father. I'd say my father was an even bigger John Lennon fan than a Beatles fan because, not many people know this, but he was like 6 blocks away when John Lennon was murdered because he worked like in this New York City,
Yeah,
and
and
and,
and John Lennon was murdered by one of his
crazy fans obsessed with Catcher in the
It's
Rye.
it's so
I'm not
crazy.
gonna even call him by his full name. I just call him either Chapman or SOB.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve to have that honor.
Yeah, because a lot of killers they use their first, middle, and last names, and like I don't even want to say his full name, but like if people like if I could just say
The dude's a fucking murderer.
yeah the dude that decided, hey, you know what, I'm jealous of this guy because he has everything I want, and I
If you
don't.
want what he has, go then work hard for it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, no, I mean, and then and there's definitely trepidation in today's culture about how there's definitely a lot of celebrities, subjectively speaking, that don't deserve the position they're in today.
Yeah.
And I still wouldn't want them to die. Like,
Yeah.
well, there might be an exception or two, but
I mean, even those that don't deserve their positions, or those that I don't like, I still don't want them to die. I just want them to not have their positions anymore.
paradigm shift, baby. Yeah, no, I agree with you. And so yeah, he heard it on like I don't know. There's this guy Don Imus. He was kind of like he was kind of like the popular disc jockey in New York before Howard Stern took over. And I also even got to hear Howard Stern's reaction to Lennon's death when he was DJ in Michigan. So yeah, so my dad, yeah, he I think that was really what caused his. Before John Lennon was murdered, my dad had maybe 2 of his solo albums. Then after he died, I think he got almost all of them. His most recent album had come out 3 weeks with Yoko called Double Fantasy, and has some of the honestly some of the best track. Even whether because I think before he died, one track called Just Like Starting Over, I think that got to number 6, but then his murder propelled that to number 1 for So I've always been like fascinated. Like the Beatles lore has always been very fascinating. Like there's been more like books about them. Like even just sometimes like their history can be like same thing. That's one of the reasons I got really into the Beach Boys. Sometimes the history and the lore of the bands can be just as interesting as the music. And there's a lot of people are just out there like, I don't really care about this stuff. I just like the music. I'm like, cool. I mean, I don't know, because like if you go to history, like there's music theory, there's music history classes, and they talk about um, like the history of like music and different genres. Like people talk about like Beethoven's personal life. Like it doesn't matter whether it's Brian Wilson or John Lennon. Like these or Elton John. Like there's a reason they make these musical biopics, and some of which make like Bohemian Rhapsody. I think is like the highest grossing biopic. There's a Beatles biopic in the works, and I think they're going to do like a cinematic universe approach where they each have the same actor, and each one like is more focused than the other. Like there'll be a John focused one, there'll be a Paul focused one, George focused. I think, and maybe Ringo. I don't know. Like I mean, I think the fact that Barry Keoghan's playing Ringo, like I mean that's an interesting choice because the irony is there's a lot of people that don't really care for him playing that person. But the irony is, out of all the actors, he looks like the most like Ringo compared to the other guys. Like those guys look nothing like John, George, or Paul. Like, and trust me, I'm not alone. Like the internet, like is very quick to form angry mobs, and that one, like,
Yeah,
it came together fast.
Like, it's a mob mentality that is especially prevalent nowadays. So.
And so overall, I would say. Like overall, I think I'm more happy because I got to actually do more with Nasty this time, and I really gave it my all. Because the other characters, like Shipper, ended up in the finals again, and then it was a character named like a Gremlin character, like a Hunter Gremlin character. Because she I don't know, she gave a really good flashy performance. Like suppose I just think again I think the reason Nasty just I don't think they were like was ever able to get the finals. They were thinking about the first time they were thinking of putting me in the finals at the MagWest show. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess for me, I guess it is hard because I notice a lot of these like shows they'll like reference. Pretty bad that time. Never good at these ghost levels. But I notice a lot of the times people they're very wired into internet culture and memes and phrases I've never even heard of. Like I didn't even know that get meant like good or awesome until like a few years ago. So there's certain lingos and there's a certain language and a certain culture that a lot of these CWF contestants are adhere to, and I don't because I mean like
It's hard for them to get it,
yeah,
because they're not familiar with that kind of lingo.
yeah, I mean like yeah, and yeah, well I mean me and Tammy are kind of like we're foreign to stuff like I don't know. Because there's a lot because like I said, Tammy like never attended like a nerd culture thing until like this year,
Yeah.
and we're both in our 30s.
And the thing is that her very first nerd event was the one I went to, so I was happy to be part of it.
You went to a festival. What was your first one? What was your first nerd event?
Tammy, John's talking.
Oh, I know. Omid, what was your
Yeah,
mine?
what was your first nerd event?
It was Fanime back in 2009, believe it or not. So
Nice.
I've been attending these conventions for about like over a decade now.
And for me, I started SAC Anime 2010. So I started about a year after you.
So we're the OGs when it comes to this.
Pretty much, and I thought like me starting at 20, I was late to the game, but no, there's a lot of people that wait until they're 30 or 40. I mean, there was a Pokemon Go player I'm friends with who's like 70.
Dude, like one of my friends, Robert, hasn't gone to an anime convention until like about a year or two ago, and back then he was still in his 30s.
So yeah, so it's we're in a culture where we can't shame people for being late to the party with this stuff, because for one thing, these conventions, they're not cheap. Like you want to get sometimes you want to do the full weekend, you get a hotel, and I haven't done the full weekends in a long time, but if because I'm gonna ask my group tonight if a CWF show is happening at Los Angeles in January. If they are, then I would be open to going for sure. I mean, only you don't have to be part of the show. Although, if you were, you can get it. They can hook you up with the badge.
John, I could think of nothing more. I couldn't think of nothing better as a return to anime conventions for me than to attend ALA with you and to be part of the show. Like that'll be my grand return.
Yeah, I'm guessing they are, because the thing is, they want to do. I mean, they'll probably have different people handling it, but I mean, it's all connected. It's all part of the Discord community. It's all there's different chapters. It's all to quote George Harrison when he talked to Neil Innes about doing the Ruddles again in the '90s. It's all part of the soup. It's all connected.
Yeah.
There's always there's always something for people to do at these things, and it would be a true honor if this was something we could do together.
Oh hell yeah, dude! It's something we are going to do together.
Because I think the last time you attended a CWF show, what was that like? Was that Fanime or?
The last time I attended was Fanime of last year. But I went as an audience member. I didn't go fully participate in the event itself as one of the contestants. But I didn't take part of the show, but I watched it.
Yeah. So and the thing is because even if you just wanted to be like a manager, because we talked about you possibly remember me being Eggman again and you being Agent Stone. I mean, because here's the thing: even if you're a manager, you're still part of the show, so they can still hook you up with a badge.
Yeah.
So you could
honestly, yeah. No matter how big a role I play, I still want to do this with you.
Yeah, and because I feel like with you, it's like I feel like because you and I talked to a friend about this yesterday. Between you and Nick, you guys honestly feel like the only, and Tammy, the three of you feel like the only really the true friends I have. Everyone else kind of feels like a fair weather friend or an acquaintance, and some people think those two are symbiotic, they're the same. But yeah, you three, because I mean I've been to more geek culture events. I think Robbie's not a distant fourth, but he's definitely fourth up there. You, Nick, and Tammy are probably, I've gone to conventions and gatherings and festivals more than anybody else. And
yeah, I'm honored to be part of that top 3, man.
Yeah, and we've done.
I consider you a brother as well. You're one of my top 3 best friends as well.
I'm honored. I'm honored there. I'm honored to be. Yeah, I don't want to I don't like to pick number ones and number twos. It's
me neither.
You're all equally number. You, Tammy, and Nick are all number one, because I feel because I think what I get out of Tammy is it does kind of feel like she's also a friend as well as a girlfriend. And I don't. Do you feel that way too, hon?
You talking about?
How do you feel like I'm a friend as well as a boyfriend?
Yeah, both. Mostly more like friend.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Friend is, you can't spell boyfriend or girlfriend without friend. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I 100%. And
Yeah.
and that's I've had sometimes I've had relationships where the relationship part comes first and the friendship part comes second, and I kind of feel like the friendship part sometimes usually comes first. I mean, sometimes the relationship part comes first. But I guess it just depends on the circumstances and the context of the situation. Do you want to do some more Mario Kart World, or you want to do a different game?
Up to you.
Do you want since we didn't get to do do you have
knockout rally.
Knockout?
If we do knockout tour, should be fine.
All right, we could do knockout tour, yeah, and then we'll
Knockout
wrap up.
tour, and then
Then we'll wrap up. Yeah, then we'll wrap up the podcast. But yeah, I mean, gaming while podcasting is actually kind of a nice experiment. Next time I'll make sure to make sure I get something that connects all three mics, and then we'll get a different sound. So I'll try to do that
Yeah,
We can
next
do
time.
this with him once a month. Or we can do this once a month with 3 people.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think having Omid on is, you know what, you guys, you know who the band Crosby, Stills, and Nash is.
Um, no.
So yeah, they're a folk rock band from the '60s. They did that song "Our House is a very, very, very fine house." They have a fourth member join them sometimes, Neil Young. So, I think with me and Tammy, we'll be like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and Omid, you could be our Neil Young, where me and Tammy, a lot of the time we'll do the show, but then every once in a while, you can come on as like a recurring guest. Like you could be the Neil Young, you could be the Green Ranger, where the red, yellow, black, and blue and pink, but you're the Green Ranger, man. You're the one that shows up sometimes, but that means it's a special occasion.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, young Omid, Neil
Omid Young.
Omid Young. Yeah, Omid Young. I'll be
Oh my
I'll
Oh
be
my god.
I'll be John. I'll be J. Ro
Oh
Crosby,
my
and
god.
Tammy could be Tammy Nash or Tammy Stills. And the character Stephen Stills in Scott Pilgrim. He got his name from that Stills. That Stephen Stills.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So all right. So let's see. My final thoughts on the convention. Like again, I feel like yeah, everyone just did a really good job. I don't have any. I wasn't upset. I mean, I honestly, the guy who plays Shipper, I was worried about a lot if I was paired with him in the finals, because that guy just like he's done this for years. Like when people are like as experienced as they are, it makes it really difficult to get.
Where you guys want to go?
Oh, I've never been to the cloud one before.
Want to go to Cloud one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we can do a quick one.
Fine, let's do
I don't know how
this.
to. I have to unlock that one. Because it takes you gotta like get perfect like score in all the races. So yeah, my final thoughts are, I enjoyed KinyubiCon, and would I recommend? Like again, I mean, would I do it again next year? I mean, the community. It was well, it wasn't really. It was a convention. It was like SatCon, like where it's like a small venue. It's not like at a hotel necessarily.
KinyubiCon has been pretty small recently. I've been to KinyubiCon for about a few years in the past, and yeah, I can tell you right now, Kinyubi it's the closest convention I've been to, but at the same time, it's the smallest.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would say it's yeah. I mean, I would compare it to SatCon because it was just this very small venue. One of the interesting ones are whenever they do them at county fairs, like in the Sonoma County Fair, they have ToyCon, and I went to one of those. It was okay. Like I appreciate like the effort that they put into those shows, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. They feel kind of limited, and they one year they got Stan Lee's daughter, who I guess apparently she's a controversial figure because of apparently she didn't treat her dad good, or when he was like getting old.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know all that when I met her. But, I mean, she seemed nice. I didn't have any. I mean, she knew nothing about her dad's characters, but that's. I mean, just because you're a fan of like kids grew up to be wrestlers or kids grew up to be musicians, doesn't mean all your kids want to follow their own career path. In fact, Ringo's Starr wasn't like encouraging his son to be a drummer, but he chose to do that himself because his godfather was the Who's drummer, Keith Moon, and he taught him to play the drums, actually, not his dad. Um, I mean, when he picked it up, I mean, I'm sure his dad taught him a cool few moves, but yeah, no, J.C. Lee, again, I didn't have any like conflict. The only thing I thought was like she had a dog with her, and I suggested like her naming it after her. Like I don't know, like I feel like after 40, like I don't know, I think she was like 50 or 60 when she attended the con. Like I would figure she would know some things about her father's creations, like when she was trying to think of a name for the dog. I'm like, hey, what about like Scarlet Witch? And it's like, oh, I don't want my dog to be named after a witch, or about just Scarlet, But but then I asked, I did ask her. I remember I always liked asking her this question, and I feel like I got my answer like 2 months later after I went to the convention, to the Sacramento convention. So the question was, um, what's your favorite cameo of your dad's in the movies? And then she answered, it hasn't happened yet. And then lo and behold, 2 months later, X Men Apocalypse comes out, and it wasn't a great X Men movie, but you know what cameo? I'm gonna ask you guys right now. You know what cameo that was?
I don't remember because I only watched it once.
I don't remember either.
It was the one with Stan and his wife June, Joan.
Really?
It's the one, yeah, they both make the cameo, and I mean, I don't think I haven't asked her if that's what her favorite cameo is, but I would be remiss to think it wouldn't be. Like I would have to be. It's both her parents. It's not just their dad. It's both her parents holding each other. And I know. Listen, Joan. I keep calling her Joan.
Oh yeah, wasn't it the one where Stanley and June like kind of look up in?
Yeah, they're
he's,
holding.
like,
They're
gazing
yeah,
up in awe or something like
yeah,
that.
they're holding each other, and
I
they're
remember
like,
that. Yeah.
yeah, that was both.
It all comes back now.
That
was
makes
that was his wife.
that was his wife. And I think that would be.
Shit.
I would think that would be JC's favorite cameo, because it was both her parents. That would make sense to me. Like just seems like common sense. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but I would think, yeah, like just because she's not a comic book fan or a nerd, and she's trying to make a living going to these conventions. But I would imagine just because it's both of her parents, if it was both my parent, like, I mean, would you okay, I'll ask first. I'm gonna ask Omid this question, and then I'll ask Tammy this other question. Um, if you're okay, let's say there's two movies coming out, Batman and Spider Man, and you find out your mom has a cameo, and then the sequel comes out and it's just Spider Man, but both your parents make cameos. Which one is going to be your favorite cameo?
Um. Okay. Can you repeat the question?
Okay, so Batman Spider Man team up movie,
Yeah.
just your mom shows up in it. Um, Solo Spider Man movie is the follow up, but both your parents are in it. Which one would be your favorite cameo?
I would say, like since I'm much closer to my mom, I would say the one that it has just my mom.
Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense in some ways because, because yeah, it's also Batman and Spider Man. That's never gonna happen in real life. So it's like it happens in the scenario. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I could see that.
Like honestly, yeah. If DC and Marvel were to ever call a truce and make and join up together to make their movie, and that becomes reality, then yeah, you know how down I would be to see cameo or not.
Yeah, I guess because yeah, I know like I love my parents equally. I have completely different relationships with them, but yeah, I mean, if they were for me, I guess if they were both in a movie, I'd be happy. I mean, the other thing is I can like one movie over the other, even though it's just one of them. But I could still have my preference of seeing both. Because I think Stan and June, yeah, they stayed together until death. Because June died. Joan, I keep calling her June probably because of Tammy's character. Joan died a year before Stan, and then kind of like similar, kind of funny that happened with Brian Wilson. His wife died a year before he did, and then Stan Lee died a year after his wife. So it was very, I know. Also, I should be. Maybe I guess I should. Well, I forgot to say this. I want to just publicly send my condolences to you and your family. I know you had a passing in your just recently in your family. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah. She was a kind soul. God rest her soul.
Yeah, and I think she was the same age. Because Stan was 95 too. So yeah, 95 is a good as a long. It's definitely a long life. Like my
That's like nearly a century, man.
yeah,
Nearly a century.
yeah, you're 1/16 of the way there. It's just like can't yeah, still. I mean, because like Brian Wilson was 9 days from turning 83, but many people thought he wouldn't make it to 43. So the fact that he was almost 83 when he died, it's tough because people have bad health problems, and some
It all
people
comes down to old age. Yeah.
the old age and and health habits too. Because my health habits is I honestly don't know. Like the strange thing about Brian Wilson's passing is all of his immediate family members. He lived the oldest out of all of them because his mom was 80, his dad died at 55. His youngest brother was Carl was 51, and his middle brother, his oldest younger brother, was 39 because Dennis died in a drowning in the marina. So everyone thought he would be like everyone thought he would be the first to go, and he ended up being the last to go. So you just don't know. You never know. And then you also got people like certain administrations that are in charge. Like you're surprised that they're still alive, and um, because they have bad eating habits too, like eating McDonald's every day with a Diet Coke. Like that can't be healthy to eat. I would.
How's he still alive to stay?
I don't get it either. Yeah, but then again, it just goes to show there's death is unpredictable. But if you make it to an age like 95, I mean, even if you make it to 85, like because my great grandma made it to 85, but my grandma only made it to 80. My other grandma made it to 89, and my grandpa, my mom's maternal grandpa made it to 79, and my other grandma was 89, and my other grandfather was 91. So it's the age because you just like it's a crapshoot. It's unpredictable. You never know when it's going to happen. It just happens one day, and we don't know when it is. But 95, no, yeah, I mean, in some ways it's a sad occasion, but at the same time it's it's a celebratory occasion because she got to live a long, prospering life.
Yeah. Thank you.
And so I know. Let's see. We got to wrap this up, but yeah. I guess I didn't ask you this question. So overall, I know you said you haven't seen my UB performance yet, but what was your opinion on the Mag West performance me and Tammy did?
My opinion on the Mag West one was like, dude, you nailed the British accent down to the T, and you nailed the character down to the T. Like, brunch, 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 brunch.
Oh yeah, tea and brunch. Tea and brunch, everyone.
Yes.
And you know what?
Love,
Life, life. Love is the meaning of life. Life is the meaning of love. All right, let's finish this podcast off. The three of us, everybody. Love is the meaning of life. Life is the meaning of love. Love is the meaning of life.